Jó, oké.
Okay, we are in live.
Ja, ó, hát ez majd Spanyolországból jönnek azok.
Hello everyone. This is Mahfouz Rahman, CEO of Online Education BD. Actually, I am little bit sick from last 7 days, and I cannot talk properly. By the way, welcome to our online lab session, and with University of Nyiregyhaza, and this university is one of the top ranked public university in Hungary. Okay, and here is our special guest, Dr. Nandar. Hello, sir. Hello.
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yes?
Hello, sir. How are you?
Yes, I'm here. Yeah, I can hear you. Jó lett volna azt megmutatni tényleg. Benne van a PPT-ben?
Nincs.
Nincs benne a cím? Akkor hiába mondom, mert ugye... Akkor hiába mondom, igen. Mert ezt így betűzni nem lehet.
Vagy nem kérdezem?
Még nem.
Akkor mondja
Yes, I'm here.
Hogy ez valahogy írják már ki a képernyőre.
We have also one guest.
Mrs. Beda has a...
Honorable Fazlalai Farhat.
Sorry?
Hello, sir.
Hello, sir. Hello.
How are you?
Okay, I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
I am also fine. Okay, we have another guest, Mr. Fazlalai Farhat. Sir, can you hear me?
I can hear you. I can hear
Farhat,
you
sir?
exactly. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, how are you?
Yeah, fine. Okay, thank you so much. Actually, this total session organized by the Worldwide Education BD, and I'm with Mr. Mahfouz. And today, our special chief guest, Honorable Dr. Nandor Sikhi. He is one of the famous and popular professor of the universities who is going to represent the university to the Bangladeshi student who is interested to pursue their excellent degree, qualification, and proper education from the Hungary. The university is also part of the Erasmus program. And this is one of the very young universities and faster growing universities also. They have very many different kind of field of study, many different kind of subject, what demand in the global situation, demand what is, or require for the present situation all over the world, including Bangladesh, Europe, and other part of the planet. So I am not going to longer my speech because we are today here to listen from our honorable chief guest, Mr. Dr. Nondos. He is going to represent the university's possibility, facilities for the international students, curricula, and the excellency of the academic excellency and the extra curriculum facilities for the international students and the city and opportunity after graduation from the university. So graduate student, I believe there is a horizontal windows will open for the graduate students. So these are the things especially we're going to represent our honorable guest, Mr. Dr. Nondos. Now request your majesty, please represent your universities to our local student that could get proper information and some genuine, authentic prospective student can go abroad, can go university to pursue their dream degree. They are admire and they are, what they expect actually from the university and what they can get from the university. Please, I am requesting to continue represent your PowerPoint presentation, and I hope you also answer if some question arise from our student side. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Farad, and thank you very much, Mr. Mahfouz, who is our official partner. Yes, a very warm welcome from my side, from Hungary, from Nyíregyháza, right from here, from the University of Nyíregyháza. I'm very pleased to give a presentation of the University of Nyíregyháza for you and give some impression, provide you with some general information and basic data, and also some data in specific. I will give you a general introduction. We are going to be covering the courses in English. We are going to be talking about the application procedure and about the facilities, about accommodation possibilities. So everything which might be interesting for you. So I would like to provide you with a PowerPoint presentation. I hope you can see my first slide. So the University of Nyíregyháza. You can see your motto here. This is knowledge of generations and for generations, which is an allusion to our history, as an allusion to our tertiary education history here for about 6 decades in Nyíregyháza. Right on the second slide, you can see our campus. This is, we picked this motto, university city, a city university, because we are located in Nyíregyháza. As you know, Nyíregyháza is the 7th biggest city of Hungary, has 120,000 inhabitants. It is a very nice city in a touristic kind of area, so in a tourist resort. And at the northern edge of the city of Nyíregyháza is our campus located. As you can see, this is our campus. And maybe the first thing you can notice, everything is in close proximity. So you don't have to travel and crisscross the city. Everything is in close proximity. And the other thing is, maybe you can notice this oak forest next to the university, meaning we are situated in a very nice natural habitat, a very nice natural environment, fresh air, and really nice opportunity to take walks and so on. Okay, you can see the complex of all of the buildings. What you can see is our main building. I hope you can see the cursor. This building is the main building where the rector's offices, where we are located right now. So this is building A. I just make you familiar with the most important buildings maybe. This very long one is our oldest building. This is the building B with many institutes. You can see those 4 blocks. Those are hostels available for you. And here, this high-rise house, this high block, this is also a hostel called Sandra. We are going to talk about that one. And in the background here, you see this is building C. This is where agriculture, engineering, and mechanical engineering is located, basically. So I take it you will be interested in that location. So this is a first glimpse, a first impression of how the university looks. As I mentioned, this is at the northern edge of the city. Actually, 5 kilometers from here, you can find a tourist resort with lakes, with a very nice zoo and museums. And if you go to the other direction, you reach the city center. So Nyíregyháza, again, the 7th biggest city of Hungary in the northeastern parts of the country. Nyíregyháza is the center of our county called Szabolcs-Szatmár-Bereg. This is a home of a wide range of cultural, sports, and educational facilities. You can see here this lake I just mentioned. Here, this tourist resort. You can see the city center with our Roman Catholic Church, the center of culture here, and right here on the right-hand side at the bottom, you see the city hall here at the main square in Nyíregyháza. Let's move into the university. Right now, on the right-hand side, you see our main building, Building A, where the registration is located, as well rector's office and a couple of institutes. And on the left-hand side, again, this is the building of the Institute of Engineering and Agricultural Science. Some basic data on the university. We have approximately 4,000 students, approximately 200 teachers. All in all, we have 12 institutes. So, for example, let me mention a couple of them. We have an Institute of Music, Institute of Tourism and Geography, Mathematics, Languages and Literature, Visual Culture, obviously Engineering and Agricultural Science, Business and Management Sciences, just to single out a couple of them. Also, this Besenyei György Teacher Training Center is a center, an institute for teacher training students. Okay, we can basically skip the next one. This is a primary school we work closely with. This is relevant for teacher training students. We have approximately 800 graduated students per year. As you know, also foreign language trainings for students. We have been involved in different international frameworks like Erasmus and so on for a long time. And we are very well interconnected with industrial partners. We have more than 150 industrial partners where, for example, our students can do their internship and gain first professional experience involved in their studies. Those are available programs, but I'm not going to talk quite a lot about that because this is in Hungarian language, what you see right now. So we have our BA programs and MA programs. Teacher training is very strong, and we have our postgraduate specialist training courses. You can see here the fields of training. A speciality is that a majority of the fields of training is covered in Nyíregyháza. So what is offered here, you can see here on the screen: agricultural sciences, humanities, economics, IT, engineering, fine arts, teacher training, sports science, social sciences, and natural sciences. So this is a very wide range of portfolio, a very wide variety. This is a curio, just an interesting thing. We have here a so-called Lego Education Innovation Studio, considering that the Lego factory, the world famous Lego factory, is located in our city. They have a big plant here, and that is also one reason why we have here a quite unique studio, a Lego studio here, which is very well equipped, and students and even teachers can learn many things in a very hands-on and playful way. For example, also this is very beneficial for engineering students because they can build models, they can build robots, they can build machines, and this is very conducive for teaching physics, mathematics, science, languages even. So this is a little curio I wanted to share with you. This is about the handing over of the studio. Robot competitions, I'm going to skip that one. Internationalization. You see our international students. So as I mentioned, we have been working with them for many years. For example, mostly students from Europe, from Portugal, from Spain, Turkey, Romania, Slovakia, Poland, and so on. And obviously, we're looking forward to have students from Bangladesh at our university. And now I'm going to talk about our educational portfolio in English language for self-financing students. This is what you can see here right now. Those are the courses which are available starting in September 2020. So this year, in the upcoming academic year. We can talk about 8 courses all in all. Firstly, you can see we have a preparatory English language course going for 1 year, so for 2 semesters. And this is for students who would like to develop their English knowledge in the first year and then enroll for an English-speaking program. So you will receive all in all 600 hours of teaching English language in this course, and after this first year, you can then in the second year enroll for an English-speaking program. So this is our preparatory English course. You have 20 lessons per week, meaning this is a rather an intense course. The next thing is Hungarian language. So Hungarian as a foreign language, Hungarian as a foreign program. This is also a non-degree program, meaning you can come here and start to learn Hungarian with the purpose of pursuing your studies in Hungary later on. So this is also includes 2 semesters, all in all 34 weeks and 25 lessons per week. And in this framework, then you learn Hungarian language, and then you can pursue your studies. So those 2 programs were non-degree programs. Right now, let me mention our degree programs. We have here 5 BSc programs in English language, which you can choose. First of all, you can see here mechanical engineering. So as far as I know, you are mostly interested in mechanical engineering, and this is really a right decision, because mechanical engineering is a very promising degree course and a very promising profession. I myself graduated here as well. This is one of my degrees. So I myself I am a mechanical engineer, and can give you then experiences firsthand. So how it goes. It includes 7 semesters. All in all, 210 credits are to be accumulated, and also one internship of at least 6 weeks is involved in this program. And I think this is really a very promising and interesting course when you get familiar with the basics of science, with the basics of machines, and then you can specialize either in vehicle technology, what I myself did, vehicle technology, or in production technology, so machine production technology, meaning cutting, welding, and all the technologies which are important. And maybe vehicle technology is also important for us, because you may know that Hungary is a country of car plants. We have here many car plants. The next one is being built here nearby in Debrecen, 50 kilometers away. So this is a promising area, as I mentioned. The next one is agricultural engineering. You can see very similar, basically 3.5 years, meaning 7 semesters, also involving internship, of course. It's about agricultural, about innovative ecological farming, landscape management, environmental management, water management, rural development. You learn all about a great deal about plants and animals, animal husbandry, plant cultivation, and so on and so forth. So agricultural engineering, you can see as the third BSc course biology, applied biology operator specialization. Also about this degree program, you can find a detailed description on our website, including the topics of the final exam and aspects of this course, like plant anatomy, animal anatomy, animal taxonomy, cell biology. So just to single out a couple of them. Actually, I can see here as well that we focus on practice-oriented, hands-on education, and we have here also this approach, a student-centered kind of education, meaning also that we are a rather small university, so the ratio between students and teachers is rather small, meaning you get here a big attention, a great deal of attention from the teachers. And the atmosphere is quite familiar and quite helping, supportive. You have, for example, a mentor teachers, tutor teachers. So it's a rather personalized and customized type of education. Also, talking about biology, I can mention our modern laboratories, well-equipped classrooms, and all buildings, well-equipped buildings in general. Actually, our building complex is an award-winning complex. It has won an award at a competition approximately 10 years ago. It's in very good shape, and it offers a very wide variety of opportunities. Music culture, BA choir singer specialization. Hungary is connected to music as well, as you may know. This is the home of the so-called Kodály method, which is world famous. So you can study here music. This course goes 3 years as well, and it includes choir, music skill training, conducting practice, voice training, instrumental training, and so on and so forth. So music. Transportation. I would like to talk right now about what you see here at the bottom, and this is English studies, English and American studies. So you can study English language and literature, philology. This is also one course I have studied. So I'm also an English teacher and a German teacher and linguist. So I know this department as well, and this course as well. So besides, of course, obviously, you learn the language and you learn a great deal on British and American literature and linguistics and the culture, and later on you will be knowledgeable about this culture, the culture of the English-speaking countries. It goes 6 semesters, and yes, and obviously this is a BA course as well. So I have mentioned our 5 BSc or BA degree programs. We are left with one more, and this is a so-called postgraduate special training course. So it requires a diploma, it requires a degree after you are graduated. You can opt for this course, Transportation Engineering in Aviation, meaning professional pilot. You can become a professional pilot. Actually, this is the only tertiary education institution in Hungary where you can study to become a pilot and to obtain a degree in this profession. I myself, I'm involved in the training of pilots. I teach aviation English, so the specialist language of aviation. The students are required to use specialist English, obviously, and so they learn about the structure of airplanes, about the procedures, about airframe structure, hydraulics, power plants, gas turbine engines, and so on and so forth in English language as well. And in Hungarian, you are obviously not in Hungarian in this respect, so in English language. Yes, it goes for 3 semesters, 3 semesters long, because this is a postgraduate kind of program, a full-time program, and I think we can say, all in all, this is also a very promising area, becoming a professional pilot. So this is the right step. Then we have here a small airport here in Nyíregyháza. This is an airport for the training, for education, and for small airplanes. So you can do your practical education there. This is not a big commercial airport. The big commercial airport is 50 kilometers away, located in the second biggest city of Hungary, called Debrecen. So if you travel to Nyíregyháza, you can use that big commercial place and airport. Okay, so this is our portfolio for self-financing students. The next thing, what will be available in a year, so academic year 2021 and 22, so this is the next year. Just to give you a glimpse here, physical training, so sports, soccer and swimming specialization, geography, visual representation, environmental studies, computer science, and I would even add business and management will be available according to our plans starting in 2021. So as you can see, the variety is quite big due to the wide range of institutes and programs we offer here. Okay, I think right now we can move on and talk about the admission procedure before we sum up the merits of the university. So admission steps. This is everything. You can find everything on our website, the admission steps for degree-seeking students. But I can sum up the most important steps. So first of all, obviously you choose a degree program, a course in English, and then you have to collect all your relevant documents, CV and CSE and so on. You can do this all cooperating with your agent, with Mr. Mahfuz. He is our official partner, Worldwide Education BD, Mohammed Mahfur Rahman. So you can do those first steps together. After you have collected your documents, you need to fill in some forms. And the main thing, you will be invited to an interview, a Skype interview, or maybe in another format. We will have an English conversation. We will get the first impression of you and ask about your motivations and expectations. And if everything goes right and goes down well, then you receive a conditional letter of acceptance. You need to transfer the tuition fee, and after all that is completed, final acceptance letter will be sent to you, and then you are free to apply for your visa. So start your visa procedure, which may take 6 to 8 weeks. All the procedure before that, prior to that, maybe takes 2 weeks. With us, so it's very quick on our side. After you receive your visa and everything is okay, and you can travel to Hungary. Upon arrival, you come to our international office, and you do the paperwork, the registration. Then you receive your health insurance, which is valid for 1 year ahead. You obviously, this is one more merit here at the University of Nyiregyhaza. This is a unique thing, really. Every single student is offered a place in our dormitory. So I'm going to talk about our hostel facilities, but you receive your room, and you will be so you will get your dormitory room, and then you have to go to the immigration office and take care of the official paperwork at this point. So this is about the application procedure. I just brought up okay, one more very important thing actually. So we have an application fee and the tuition fee. The tuition fee is basically non-refundable, but we have 3 exceptions here, and the most important exception is due to the current COVID-19 situation. So should your country go into a lockdown due to this health issue, and you cannot arrive, you cannot come to our country, to Hungary, and cannot arrive here, obviously your tuition fee will be reimbursed. You will be reimbursed. Then in this case, the tuition fee is refundable. Yes, and now we can move on to the question of the housing and dormitory. So in this respect, I can tell you that we have a splendid offer for you, because every single Hungarian and non-Hungarian, so international student, receive a dormitory place if they wish to receive one. We have here campus hostel. The name of the hostel is campus hostel, or the Bessenyei hotel, and you can be accommodated there. The cost is basically start with 20,000 forint, approximately 60 euros a month, meaning that this dormitory have 2 rooms. This is like a twin room, and in each room 2 beds are located, and between the 2 rooms in this twin room complex there is a sink, and there is a shower, and the toilet and the kitchen is located on the corridor. And if you have 1 bed in this complex, so that the cost is then 60 euros. If you have the whole room just for you, so 2 beds and 1 whole room for yourself, and you have to share the shower and the sink with another room, then you have the cost is 90 euros. And if you wish to rent the whole complex, 2 rooms, 4 beds, and the whole shower and sink, everything for you, then it comes to 120 euros. So this about the cost of the dormitory. And as I mentioned, one merit is that everything is here in close proximity, so you don't have to crisscross the city. You just basically walk about 2 minutes, and you are right where your lecture is or your seminar is. Yes. Right. I actually, those were the main things I wanted to share with you. This is one more slide about questions. So if you have any questions, feel free to use this email address, admission@hu. So we say NYE.HU. So then you can get all your questions, nitty-gritty questions answered. Maybe I would like to sum up everything I just told about our university. So our university, first of all, is located in a beautiful environment, in a very secure and safe and friendly city with 120,000 inhabitants. It features very modern buildings and equipments, very well equipped laboratories and lecture halls and classrooms. So the general environment is really outstanding, and you can find everything at one place in one complex, really in close proximity. So maybe you can see, you gathered the impression of being a cost-effective solution, a cost-effective option for you, so you can receive your dormitory for a rather reasonable price, and this is really a good thing, because in other cities, even in Hungary or in Central Europe or in other countries, housing is really expensive. It's getting really expensive. And here with us, you just hear the cost, and there is no deposit, I may add here at this point. And also, fourthly, I may mention that the atmosphere is a rather familiar one, a personalized and customized type of education is carried out here. So we have the time and we have the means to look into your needs, and we have a tuition teacher system, meaning that can provide you some extra help, and I think this is a good thing. So as I mentioned, the ratio between students and teachers, obviously. So this is then all the information basically I wanted to share with you here in this first step. Thank you for your attention at this point. And now if you have any questions, I would say feel free to ask. So now we can have a question and answer session. If you have any questions, I would say feel free. And thank you very much for your kind attention, of course, at this point.
Hello.
Well, actually, there is, we can see on the Facebook live line, some students are asking a different kind of question. I saw there is a guy, his name, I don't know exactly, I cannot see right now, but he was asking, do you provide, I mean, the university is providing any PhD degree or not? So I think
so at our university, no PhD degree is available. So we have no PhD programs.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, dear applicant, I think you already heard from our honorable guest, Dr. Nandu replied your question that the university right now is not providing any PhD degree. Well, the number second, there is another question, question asked by Mr. ABM Trading. Okay, he was asking, is there any 100% scholarship opportunity for the master's program?
For our BSc program, basically, so I mentioned you the BSc programs available. So we are not talking about master programs, but there is a scholarship opportunity actually. This is called Stipendium Hungaricum. This is one scholarship provided by the Hungarian government with the purpose of financing international students, and they can complete here their studies. So the tuition fee is covered, dormitory is covered, and you even receive a bit of pocket money, a little over 100 euros a month. So yes, you can apply for this scholarship starting in November 2020, and the deadline is in January, the 15th of January 2021. So again, this is a scholarship of the Hungarian government, and it can be used. So this is the one possibility in this respect.
Well, thank you so much, Mr. Nondos, okay. I think the questionnaire already had your answer. We all know that Hungarian government provide scholarship within their partner countries. So Bangladesh is a part of partner countries of the Stipendium Hungarium. So those who got academic excellency and outstanding result, they can apply for the Stipendium Hungarium. So there is an option for choosing your university or institution. So if you are interested to study at this university, University of
Nyíregyháza.
Nyiregyhaza, you can select the in a priority base. We know there is a two option. You can choose the priority base. So if you provide the University of Nyiregyhaza in a priority base, then there is a procedure, is a quite lengthy procedure. It start from the middle of the November, and in the middle of the January 2021 will be deadline for the application submission. So I hope this university, because it's a young universities and it's a faster growing universities among the international community, especially in a South Asian country. I think I see their profile. There is not available a student from Bangladesh till now, but still there is a lots of students from Ukraine, Romania, even Poland, and other East European countries as well, from African countries also. So this is the big opportunity for Bangladeshi students to enjoy their education in that institution. Especially we are promoting these universities because the university is going to provide the best opportunity, best student friendly opportunity, especially for our students. So if only those interesting to receive a scholarship, they have to apply for the Stipendium Hungarium, and the procedure also have so many criteria. First of all, the Hungary is actually a hosting country, so inviting country also have a part to select in the selection procedure. First of all, the hosting country will provide the opportunity, but inviting country should provide the list of the candidate who is selected by the country. Then the authority, I mean, Tempus Public Foundation is the higher authority who is selecting, who is going to select for the scholarship program. So I think these things for the moment we are really sorry, but you can try if you are really interested for the scholarship. Then you can try next November. But for the moment, our application deadline is a 15 February. So by this deadline, tuition fees paid basis student can apply, and we do take care of those students in terms of the appointment, visa procedure, file assessment, and others, train up, skill development. After admission, we also help those how to get appointment, because nowadays this is one of the very difficult part for the international student to get appropriate schedule appointment from the Hungarian embassy, because in terms of applicant there is not there is sometimes most of the time lack of available slot. So this we can help to the student in the legitimate procedure, in the legal way. Also, university give us hope. They also try to fix the appointment from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs or Ministry or Hungarian embassy located in New Delhi. Besides, you know, this I saw the Bangladesh actually. It's a very high density and populated country, and we have some resource. We know that our main resource for the moment is ready-made garments and the foreign remittance. Number 3, actually, it was number 1 before. If you go 5 decades, like 2 decades before, or like 10 years before, the agriculture was the main resource of the country. So I see the universities providing very excellent program, agriculture engineering, because everything's now changing and moderate, and it's everything related with the technology. So the university is providing the agriculture science with which Bangladeshi student can implement in our country. So any student who is interested to study Hungary, especially this university, those can contact directly to the Worldwide Education Center in Hungary. Also, they can contact in Chittagong office, in my office also, Career Vision. We try our best to help and to provide legal, authentic, and proper guideline to the student that they can implement and they can prepare for the study in abroad. And besides, you now the situation, global situation is really difficult, and we are spending very crucial time. I mean, deep condolences for those who died by the COVID-19. Today in Bangladesh, we lost already 37 people in the last 24 hours, and it is the happening all over the world. So universities refund policy, regarding refund policy and admission facilities, all these things actually already explained by Dr. Nandor. He explained, I think, very clearly, and the universities, facilities, location, especially the technical science, mechanical engineering, and transportation engineering. I would like to interrupt in the middle of the operation, because you see that transportation engineering or transportation management or aviation management, it's a very important, and I think for the Bangladeshi student, it's a kind of golden opportunity. Those who already completed their graduation from the, even from the mechanical engineering, from the electrical engineering, or from the automobile engineering, robotic engineering, even though from the computer engineering, those have opportunity to enjoy, to achieve, to pursue the aviation management or transportation management degree from these universities. Well, thank you. Is any question arise by the student? You can ask directly right now. We are here another 20 minutes. So I believe you can ask me directly anytime, but you cannot ask Mr. Nandors every day. So she scheduled his valuable and precious time for us, for Bangladeshi student, for worldwide education we do. So I believe a student who is in online, who is in live online right now, they can ask directly, or they can write down in the comment section. We can ask your question from our honorable chief guest, Dr. Nandor. Thank you.
Okay. In the meantime, I may add that considering the situation, the COVID-19, and our condolences go to Bangladesh as well, we are flexible. We are flexible with the dates, with the schedule. So we could even start in October. So normally we start in early or mid September. But according to the situation, we also could start in October, so a bit later, or we could start in online format and moving on to the face-to-face education later, or or even I don't hope it will happen, but even in February, if it's necessary, we can start. So we are flexible with the start of the course, and we are flexible with the deadlines accordingly as well. Yes, in this respect.
Thank you so much, and thank you for your information. This is very really happy news from your side. So right now there is another applicant or student interesting to know. The Bangladesh has not Hungarian embassy yet, so students should go to the New Delhi for the interview. But India is under lockdown till 30 June initially. Do you think everything will be okay, or how do you prepare students to submit their application in Hungarian embassy? What will be the procedure for the visa application?
So from our side, what we can do is really extending the deadline to trying to go in line with the set of circumstances. So as I mentioned, we are flexible with the deadline, and we'll see what happens. So we don't know what's going to happen. What about the next steps of easing the lockdown? What's going to happen? But we try to really bear in mind the situation in Bangladesh and make our decisions accordingly.
Yeah,
and
because,
yes.
Well, yeah. Continue. No problem. Continue.
And at all times you can inquire. So you have this email address where our international coordinator, Mrs. Joja Beda, is available for you and constantly, basically, and we can continuously, permanently update our information and provide you with the latest in this respect.
Thank you so much. Regarding the visa procedure or applying for the residence permit, you know, there is no existence of the Hungarian diplomatic office in Bangladesh. So all Bangladeshi nationals appointed to go to the New Delhi to apply for the visa, residence permit, or study permit. So a few, I mean, 1.5 weeks before, I have got an email from the Embassy of Hungary, New Delhi. They have informed us backward on 14 March to till now, or further information, they are not available. I mean, they are not accepting any application from any applicant. So although those who already got appointment schedule or appointment slot from the embassy, previously those appointment schedule, all schedule have been made before 14 March, already suspended, cancelled. So see, I don't know whether university is going to, as you said, this will be really good news, because we know the Canada and many Australian university already extended their application deadline. Even though your neighbor country, Czech Republic, they also extended their application deadline 1 month. I saw a few days before, I have talked with Charles University in Prague. They already extended their application deadline. I don't know, this is all your administrative decision with the faculty member and the honorable rector and the dean of the faculties. You are going to decide and make the decision whether you are going to extend the deadline or not, because it will be really difficult if India extend their lockdown until 30 June. That's mean before 30 June, there is no option to submit the application from the Bangladeshi student, even though in Indian student.
Yes.
So in that case, in terms of, I mean, according to the figure of the applicant, according to the number of the applicant of international student, and the time frame of the consular section will be so much complicated, and it will be very tight to get appointment for the international student unless university extend their admission deadline as well their class commencement date, because you just extend your application deadline but you did not extend your class commencement date. In that case, student may have opportunity to submit their application into the Hungarian embassy, but the result, the outcome will come at least the minimum 4 weeks later. Sometimes 5 weeks, 6 weeks, maximum it takes 8 weeks in some case. But our previous experience within the, if university is a very, I mean, proactive with the immigration, the student will get the decision within 3 weeks, 2 weeks, but sometimes it takes 8 weeks, 9 weeks maximum. So in that case, if the university is not going to extend their class commencement date, it will be difficult to catch the class or lectures. I saw also the NEPCHAM, they're also providing the online, I mean, distance program. They already integrate some distance program, unless those who is not going to arrive on time, they can have opportunity to study in online. But this is, I don't know how your management and your administration office will decide. Please let us later on a short brief regarding the procedure. Thank you.
Yes, maybe to add, also we are in touch with the embassy in India, the Hungarian embassy. We are about to check with them. So we are aware of the situation and trying to support you.
Thank you. Okay, there is another student. His name is Tarek Rahman. He was asking, do you accept the study gap?
Yes.
I mean, you see, some students, they have completed their high school 3-4 years before, but for the moment they are interesting. They want to, you know, resume their study for the bachelor program.
So if study gap is acceptable from our side, yes, it is acceptable. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
No problem. Yeah.
Any other question? Mahfuz bhai. Hello.
Hello. Actually, I cannot
শামস ভাই ওই কোনো কোয়েশ্চন আছে কিনা স্টুডেন্টদের, ওটা একটু দেখেন। আমি তো এখানে ভালো করে দেখতে পারতেছি না। স্টুডেন্টরা যেগুলি কমেন্ট কি করতেছে, এটার আপনি উত্তর দেওয়ার জন্য বলেন। Okay, there is another guy. His name is Mr. Arif Hussain. Arif Hussain, he was asking, I have completed my diploma in business administration from Malaysia. Am I eligible to study for bachelor program or not?
Yes, of course. Yes, you are eligible to study. Yeah, based on that. Yeah.
Okay.
So what course do you wish to enroll for?
This one he did not mention, but he just was asking that I have my education instruction medium was in English, and I have completed my diploma. So can I apply for bachelor program or not? Because you see, in some institution, especially in South Asia, also we have some kind of diploma. It's equivalent to, I mean, high school program, 12-year school living program. So there is another guy was asking. His name is Shaki. Shaki was asking that can I give my application fee after oral interview test? No, I don't think so. You cannot provide your application fee after oral interview. It depends whether maybe you are not you accept or you are not acceptable. It's depending on the admission committee. So I believe that you have to provide the application fee before your oral interview session, because once you paid your application fee, then university admission committee will going to arrange the admission test for you, Skype oral interview test. So I hope please, if you are really interesting, then try to hardly, and we also guide you how to properly, how to properly perform in the interview session, and definitely you will be eligible if you are try hardly. If you are really a student, you will be eligible. This one we can guarantee if you see your academic background. So please pay the application fee, then we are going to arrange for the interview. Well, I think our time is almost finished. So we are going to finish in 5 minutes. This is our ending part. I would like to express my gratitude to the universities, especially to Dr. Nandos and Mr. Mahfuzur Rahman, as well Mr. Shams. So he is also one of the director of the worldwide education BD. So for the applicant and Bangladeshi student, I would like to request you, please don't hesitate to ask any kind of question. You can come to visit our office in Dhaka. As well, you can, for Chittagonian student, they can come to my office in Career Vision. We are, it's a combination like a pilot project. We work together long time, and we can guarantee you that for the first time ever in Bangladeshi student, we are the first person who did the visa for Bangladeshi student in the public universities. This is, we can tell you very proudly. Before us, I have no reference that someone did the Hungarian student visa, especially for the public university. The first university, we have a very strong tie-up with the University of PES. So before that, I know some Bangladeshi agent, they work with the Tomoripal College and University KGU, Scudellenian Jones University of Applied Science. Those are actually non-public universities. So this is the public universities, then, and we know how to work with the university and with the immigration as well with the embassy, and we have a really great experience for the long time, and we provide we train up a student properly how to perform in front of the interview officer inside of the consular office. So as well, there is many different kind of documentation, paper documentation, immigration officer and the Hungarian embassy was really interesting to see. Especially your sponsor, your duration of the balance, what you have saved for your education purpose, then the source of income, and also the other things. Actually, all the things we do very properly, and I hope we have a much more success rate of the visa ratio in Worldwide Education Center, also Career Vision. We can proudly tell in Bangladesh, we are the best and highest visa ratio in Hungarian embassy. This is, we can tell very proudly. So this is young universities, and if you are really interesting to study, if you are genuine, prospective, and authentic student, I will recommend you to study in these universities, because the universities is a very faster growing universities, and all the subject is technology related. The second things, there is no Bangladeshi student exist. So we know this is, if you are really interesting, you could have a very much opportunity and very much chance to get the visa, and there is no option to a visa rejection if you are the genuine student. And we know how to handle and how to do the real procedure of the visa achievement. This is the things. That's why we recommend you, because see, we want less student but good student, quality student. We don't want the huge number of students, because we know the universities provide their excellency and best facilities for the Bangladeshi student and for the international student as well. So I believe all Bangladeshi students, those interesting to study with the mechanical engineering, with the agriculture engineering, or with the English American studies, or other relevant subject, even transportation and aviation management, I am deeply requesting you and recommending you to apply at this university to shine your brightful life. After graduation, you will have a horizontal windows that will welcome you to involve and to contribute in the society, community, and globally as well, to contribute Bangladesh. Thank you so much. Further any information, please contact us. We will provide you proper information, and we will help you to do the proper guideline, through the proper guideline. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. শামস ভাই কিছু বলবেন? শামস ভাই,
actually I cannot hear properly because of low network, phone network connection. So thank you so much.
This is
Dr.
unofficial,
but, and also thank you so much, Honorable Fazlalai Farad and Honorable Shamsud Manna, for your excellent time.
No, actually, no need to say honorable, because me and you, we work as a team. Yes. So it's okay, no problem. Uh, and Mr. Mahfouz, actually, he has been a very difficult times, a long time in India with his father. This is unofficial part, but I would like to mention because he is in a remote area right now. He is in countryside, and frequent transmission of the network is not strong from his side. That's why sometimes his voice coming here as a breaking voice. Then suddenly, actually, he became a father. I think you know that. That's why he is in. The voice is a little bit seems like a breaking voice, not very clear. But he is very, passion and willingly interesting, and he is also encouraging all his team, inspiring all staff to promote the university, to collect the student. So Mr. Mahfouz, he is trying his best from his side. I think because of the network transmission weakness, his voice is not very clear. And Mr. Shams, if you would like to tell something, please tell to us and to the
Thank you. Thank you, Shams Manna. Hello, sir. How are you?
Nem tudom most miért, mégiscsak megy rögzül.
Yes, fine.
Excuse me, gentlemen.
Yes.
Have you finished? Can we leave? Have you finished?
Yes.
Okay.
Of course, of
Okay.
course.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Okay, goodbye.
Goodbye. Thank you.
Bye bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Thank you. See you again.
ওকে, আমরা এখানে থাকতে পারি, উনি বিদায় নিছে, সমস্যা নাই। এখন যদি কোনো স্টুডেন্ট কি চাই,
Now,
হ্যাঁ,
another student asking already that after the study complete in Hungary, then he can apply for residence in Hungary. Yes or not?
okay, this is the actually simple question. It's the Schengen law and resolution is the same in all over the Schengen territory, especially once you have completed your degree from the Schengen state. Now there is option for seeking job. So a student can extend their residence permit 6 months to maximum 1 year length. So in that time, a student should ask for the job, any kind of companies, doesn't matter small or big, local or multinational, international or domestic, it doesn't matter, but at least the company is legal and paid to the government tax. They can apply any kind of this company. After this, actually, they can apply for the residence permit. Residence permit, actually, a student also stay with the residence permit, but it's a study residence permit. So this student, maybe he is asking regarding the permanent residence shipment or PR, something like this. This is the reason I am explaining these things. So a student can stay after graduation. They can have opportunity to apply for the job. If they got the job, they can stay there. Even they can apply outside of the Hungary also. This is initiative inaugurated from the Sweden and Denmark, now Belgium also, as well as in Germany. In Hungary also same. So this is, there is not a special how you say, nothing special for the Hungary. Hungary is the same as per Schengen rule.
Okay. So, sir, we can leave now because my electricity almost gone right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for your appreciation. Okay, we can talk by phone later on. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
নতুন কোনো কোশ্চেন নেই, 23 জন আছে এখন।
মাহফুজ ভাই,
অ্যাকচুয়ালি নেটওয়ার্ক সমস্যার কারণে আমরা ঠিকভাবে সবকিছু কভারেজ করতে পারিনি। তো যদি আর কারো কোনো কোশ্চেন থাকে আমাদের করতে পারেন, আমরা ট্রাই করবো সেগুলো রিপ্লাই দেওয়ার জন্য। আর যদি কোশ্চেন না থাকে তাহলে আমরা আমাদের ফেসবুক লাইভ অনলাইন সেমিনারটা আজকের জন্য এখানে শেষ করব। ধন্যবাদ সবাইকে যারা আসলে শুরু থেকে সময় দিয়েছেন এবং আমাদের প্রোগ্রামটা মনোযোগ দিয়ে শুনেছেন।
এটাই আশা করি সবাই যতটুকু সম্ভব, আমার মনে হয় ভয়েস ক্লিয়ার ছিল, শুনছেন। ফার্দার কোনো কোয়েশ্চন থাকলে সরাসরি পেজের যেই অপশন আছে সেখানে মেসেঞ্জারে নক করেন, আমরা উত্তর দিব ইনশাআল্লাহ। আর যারা সম্ভব সরাসরি
আচ্ছা, আর এখানে আরো সামান্য একটু বিষয়, সেটা হচ্ছে আসলে আমি লাইভে যাওয়ার পর থেকে আমার এখানে নেটওয়ার্ক প্রবলেম ছিল, আমি আসলে তেমন কিছু ক্লিয়ারলি শুনতে পারিনি। এখানে কয়েকটা অপশন ছিল, অ্যাকচুয়ালি অনেকেই কমেন্টস করছে যে মাস্টার্স এর জন্য কোনো প্রোগ্রাম, বিজনেস রিলেটেড কোনো প্রোগ্রাম আছে কিনা। তো অ্যাকচুয়ালি আমাদের আর দুইটা ফেসবুক লাইভ আছে, সেগুলো নেক্সট ডে। তো আমি আসলে আজকে প্রথম আমাদের ফেসবুক লাইভে জয়েন করেছি, যে কারণে আমি বুঝতে পারছি যে আমি এখন তো গ্রামে অবস্থান করছি, তো এখান থেকে ফেসবুক লাইভ মেনটেন করা একটু টাফ। সেজন্য আমাদের পরবর্তী লাইভগুলো আমি ট্রাই করবো আমাদের যখন অফিস ওপেন হবে তখন ওপেন করার জন্য। আর এখানে যারা কোশ্চেন করেছেন যে আমাদের বিজনেসের মাস্টার্সের প্রোগ্রাম আছে কিনা, আমাদের ইউনিভার্সিটি অফ নিসকল্ক আমাদের সাথে ফেসবুক লাইভে আসবে খুব শীঘ্রই, মেবি 14 তারিখের পরে। সো সেখানে অনেকগুলা মাস্টার্স, পুরো ইউনিভার্সিটিটাই মাস্টার্সের জন্য, বিজনেস, MBA, তারপর হচ্ছে LLM, এবং এখানে ফরাদ স্যার আছে। আমরা অনেকেই জানি নর্মালি আমাদের দেশ থেকে দেশের বাইরে যারা আমরা MBA করতে যাই 3 বছরের জব এক্সপিরিয়েন্স লাগে ম্যানেজারিয়াল পোস্টে, কিন্তু সবচেয়ে ভালো অপরচুনিটি হচ্ছে ইউনিভার্সিটি অফ নিসকলকে আমাদের কোনো জব অপরচুনিটি লাগবে না আমার MBA করার জন্য। সো যারা একবারই ফ্রেশার, একবারই নতুন, যারা পাস করে বের হয়েছেন, BBA কমপ্লিট করে বের হয়েছেন, তারা সরাসরি মাস্টার্সের জন্য জয়েন করতে পারেন। এছাড়া অনেকগুলো ইঞ্জিনিয়ারিং সাবজেক্ট আছে এবং LLM সাবজেক্ট আছে একবারই লো টিউশন ফিসে। সো যারা এই কোশ্চেনগুলো করেছেন, আসলে আমি প্রপারলি লাইনে ছিলাম না, আমার এখানে নেটওয়ার্ক প্রবলেম ছিল, সেজন্য প্রপারলি সবকিছু অ্যান্সার করতে পারিনি। আমাদের ফরাদ স্যার ছিল, উনি আমি বিশ্বাস করি উনি খুব প্রপারলি সবকিছু আপনাদেরকে গাইডলাইন দিয়েছে। তো ইনশাআল্লাহ দেখা হবে পরবর্তী লাইভে। আমরা আমাদের পরবর্তী লাইভ সেশন,
যেহেতু আমরা একটা পার্টিকুলার স্পেসিফিক ইউনিভার্সিটি প্রমোট করতেছিলাম, সুতরাং এই প্রশ্নগুলো আপনারা আমাদের যেটা চিফ গেস্ট ছিল অনারেবল ডক্টর তন্দুস, ওনার কাছ থেকে আপনারা শুনেছেন যে দিস ইউনিভার্সিটি ইজ নট প্রোভাইডিং এনি মাস্টার্স প্রোগ্রাম ফর দ্য মোমেন্ট। সুতরাং এখানে আমরা অন্য একটা ইউনিভার্সিটিতে প্রমোট করে এই বিষয়টা আসলে বলাটা মানে সুন্দর ছিল না, বিদায় আমরা বলি হ্যাঁ আপনারা, আমরা পুরা ইউরোপের ইনশাআল্লাহ সবগুলি দেশেই, স্পেসিফিক্যালি যদি হাঙ্গেরি বলেন, চেক রিপাবলিক বলেন, পোল্যান্ড, সুইডেন, নরওয়ে, সবগুলি দেশে আমরা কাজ করে থাকি। সুতরাং মাস্টার্স প্রোগ্রাম ডিপেন্ডিং আপন ইউর একাডেমিক অ্যাক্টিভিটিস এবং আপনার একাডেমিক ব্যাকগ্রাউন্ডের উপরেই বিভিন্ন জায়গায় সরাসরি MBA প্রোগ্রাম করা যাচ্ছে না, বাট মাস্টার্স প্রোগ্রাম করা যাচ্ছে। আবার অনেক ইউনিভার্সিটি, যেমন উনি বললো ইউনিভার্সিটি অফ নিসকল, সেখানে আপনারা চাইলে সরাসরি হাঙ্গেরিতে স্পেসিফিকলি MBA প্রোগ্রামের জন্য অ্যাপ্লাই করতে পারেন, এবং আমরা ইনশাআল্লাহ এই ব্যাপারে আপনাদের
জব এক্সপেরিয়েন্স লাগবে, সবচেয়ে ভালো অপরচুনিটি কোনো জব এক্সপেরিয়েন্স ছাড়াই সরাসরি MBA প্রোগ্রাম করতে পারেন।
এইখানে অ্যাপ্লাই করতে পারবেন। আরো অনেকগুলি ইউনিভার্সিটি আছে যেখানে আপনারা এখানে সবচেয়ে ইজি প্রসিডিউর ইউনিভার্সিটি অফ মিসকলে অনেকগুলি ক্রাইটেরিয়া আপনার ওয়াইভার আছে এডমিশন রিকোয়ারমেন্টে, সুতরাং আপনার এক্সপেরিয়েন্স ছাড়া কিংবা আইএলটিএস টোফেল ছাড়া সরাসরি এডমিশন অ্যাপ্লাই করতে পারেন। আপনাদেরকে মনে রাখতে হবে যে কোনো মাস্টার্স অ্যাপ্লিকেশনের ক্ষেত্রে অবশ্যই আপনারা মিনিমাম 2-3টা রিকমেন্ডেশন লেটার কালেক্ট করে রাখবেন আপনাদের ইউনিভার্সিটি থেকে, টিচার থেকে। এটা কিন্তু সব জায়গায় এটা একটা পজিটিভ রেসপন্স করবে, ইভেন তো আপনার ভিসা সাবমিশনের ক্ষেত্রেও এবং ইউনিভার্সিটি ইমিগ্রেশন অফিস বলেন সব জায়গায় এটা কিন্তু সাইলেন্টলি একটা বিশাল আকারে আপনার পজিটিভ রেসপন্স করবে ভিসার ক্ষেত্রে এবং একাডেমিক স্টাডি এডমিশন প্রসিডিউরের ক্ষেত্রে। থ্যাংক ইউ। পরবর্তীতে কোনো প্রশ্ন থাকলে আপনারা এইখানে সরাসরি ফেসবুকে মেসেঞ্জার আপনারা যোগাযোগ করে থাকেন। আমরা আশা করি আপনাদের সাথে আছি এবং আপনাদেরকে যতটুকু সম্ভব আমরা অথেন্টিসিটি ট্রান্সপারেন্সি রেখে আমরা গ্যারান্টি সহকারে ইনশাআল্লাহ বেস্ট স্টুডেন্ট ফ্রেন্ডলি ফ্যাসিলিটিস আমরা ইতিপূর্বেই দিয়ে আসছি এবং অদ্যবধি আমরা কিন্তু উপরেই ওঠাকে লাইন হিসেবে ধরে আমরা স্টুডেন্টদেরকে সর্বোচ্চ সহযোগিতা করার চেষ্টা করতেছি, এটা করে যাচ্ছে এবং এই ব্যাপারে আমাদের কাছ থেকে সার্বক্ষণিক আপনারা সহযোগিতা এবং পরামর্শ পাবেন। দোয়া করবেন, সবাই ভালো থাকবেন, সুস্থ থাকবেন, নিরাপদ থাকবেন এবং কোভিড-19 থেকে আমরা সবাইকে যেন আল্লাহ পাক রক্ষা করে এই প্রার্থনা করে আমি বিদায় নিচ্ছি। ভালো থাকবেন, শামস ভাই ভালো থাকবেন, আর যারা লাইভে শুনতেছেন সবাই ভালো থাকবেন।
আমরা ফেসবুক লাইভ থেকে বিদায় নিচ্ছি। আমাদের পরবর্তী ফেসবুক লাইভ ইউনিভার্সিটি অফ মিসকলের সাথে সেটা আমরা আমাদের পেজে অ্যানাউন্স করে দিব। আর এখানে একজন কোশ্চেন করেছেন যে এমবি এর জন্য রিকোয়ারমেন্টস কি। ইউনিভার্সিটি অফ মিসকলকে এমবি এর জন্য আলাদা মিডিয়া মিস থাকলেই হবে এবং সিজিপিএ 2.5 এর উপরে থাকলে মিসকলকে অ্যাপ্লাই করতে হবে। এবং সবচেয়ে ভালো অপরচুনিটি বাংলাদেশ থেকে ইউনিভার্সিটি অফ মিসকলকে অ্যাপ্লাইয়ের জন্য অ্যাপ্লিকেশন থাকতে 50 ইউরো, যেখানে আমরা স্টুডেন্ট বেসিস আমরা সেটা ডিসকাউন্ট নিয়ে থাকি অ্যাপ্লিকেশনের জন্য। সো আমাদের মাধ্যমে যদি কোনো স্টুডেন্ট ইউনিভার্সিটি মিসকলকে অ্যাপ্লাই করে থাকে আমরা 50% অ্যাপ্লিকেশন ফিসে 50% ডিসকাউন্ট করে দেব। স্টুডেন্টকে ফুল অ্যাপ্লিকেশন ফিস পেমেন্ট করতে হবে না। তো শামস, আপনার কিছু বলার আছে?
না, ধন্যবাদ। আপনারা সিনিয়ররা বলছেন সবকিছু, আর আশা করি সবটা আমাদের যেহেতু আপাতত আমরা অফিস কন্টিনিউ করতে পারছি না, সেই ক্ষেত্রে অনলাইনে যেন সবাই আমাদেরকে যতটুকু ইনকোয়ারি দরকার ততটুকু অনলাইনে জানতে চেষ্টা করে বা নকের মধ্যে থাকে এবং
আরেকটা বিষয়, ওকে থ্যাংক ইউ শামস মান্নাবে। আরেকটা বিষয় আমি স্টুডেন্টদের যারা অনলাইনে আছে ওদের উদ্দেশ্যে বলতেছি, দেখেন আমরা কিন্তু সরাসরি ইউনিভার্সিটিকে বলছি যে অস্ট্রেলিয়া কানাডা থেকে বিভিন্ন ইউনিভার্সিটি অলরেডি ইউনিভার্সিটি অফ অ্যাডেলে থেকে শুরু করে অনেক ইউনিভার্সিটি কিন্তু ওদের এক্সটেন্ড করছে। সো সেটা কিন্তু তারা বলছে আমরা ম্যানেজমেন্ট অ্যাডমিনিস্ট্রেশন অফিসে কথা বলে যদি সম্ভব হয় আমরা ওই যে অ্যাডমিশন ডেডলাইন যেটা সেটা এক্সটেন্ড করার পসিবিলিটি কিন্তু খুব বেশি রয়েছে। সো যারা ডকুমেন্টেশন প্রপারলি এখনো রেডি নাই তারা আশা করি দ্রুত রেডি করবেন, আর না হলেও যেটা আছে ইনিশিয়াল এটা দিয়ে অ্যাপ্লাই করেন, পরবর্তীতে আমরা এটা ইউনিভার্সিটি থেকে সময় নিতে পারবো আশা করি। এই বিষয়টা খুবই ইম্পর্টেন্ট কিন্তু। ঠিক আছে,
ওকে, ধন্যবাদ সবাইকে।
ওকে, ধন্যবাদ। আসসালামু আলাইকুম।
থ্যাংক ইউ।